Recording, full screen. Yeah, we're starting. I'm recording.
We're recording here. More copious notes because we can. We just got hit with a very interesting state of play. Now, as mentioned earlier, Kazi said, who cares who wins? Does it have a game I like? Well, the Nintendo Direct was kind of for Kazi. The state of play was kind of for me.
That's nice.
And yeah, you have Zelda. Yeah, you have Fire Emblem. I got one game that I know I am getting.
Like, I don't even play the Dragon.
Well, let's get there. Let's get there when we get there. First, at the top of the hour at 3:00, we get some weird stuff. And I'm like, what is this? Oh yeah, by the way, when it began, it had like the thing that looked like the PS5. I went, blue lights. Is it from the old PS5 or the new one?
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, what it's Tekken, because I couldn't spell Tekken correctly. They imitate the beginning intro sequence for Tekken 7. I mean, they're having fun with this. There's a lot of I love that drop kick there. I mean, this is very, very smooth. I'm loving the hell out of this. I mean, it's just Jin and Kazuya beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, but like I said, the entire Tekken series is Heihachi family drama, and we all love it. Because probably going to be the last one with the Heihachis. Sorry, with the Mishimas, but
Well, we don't know. We don't know because remember, Kazuya is still kind of like half immortal. You were expecting this to be a fake out and Tekken characters to be King of Fighters. That would have been cool too. That would have been cool too. But it was very clearly to us that this is Tekken 8. I mean, it was very clearly Tekken 8.
Well, it was Tekken 8 from the last preview when Kazuya tossed up.
And I'm like, one-winged angel. What the fuck?
Oh boy.
But so I'm like, okay, there's going to be a square thing here too. Yep, it's Tekken 8. It's Tekken 8.
Are you going to bring back Noctis again?
Well, the one wing thing, I'm just like they're gonna shove in Sephiroth if they're gonna do that. But I mean, it worked for Smash. But this is the interesting part. Tekken 8, PlayStation 5, no PS4.
That means our poor free PS4 plebeians like myself, who's you look at my PS4 screen right now because I didn't know if Endwalker had to update.
Now I get the feeling that PS5 isn't the only system getting this. PS4 support, yeet. They should have yeeted that a year ago. But so I'm glad to see this. I am glad to see PS5, and that's it. Now I fully expect this to be on the Xbox Series systems as well and PC. I do not expect this.
I think Xbox and PC is probably with like a time delay. Like,
I doubt there's going to be a time delay. I doubt it.
Like a 6-7 months later. Then, oh, by the way, Tekken for the consoles.
I doubt it. Tekken is iconic enough, and Namco is big enough to say we're going to put it on these systems. I think they're big enough to say we can do what we want here, and Hudid is going to put stuff wherever he wants. Hudid is a big fan of doing this stuff. So again, we got Tekken 8. Hello?
Hello, here.
Oh, okay.
Who are you talking to?
I thought something. Oh, okay. Reid came in, but he's muted. Apparently, something was happening. Probably just to hear us. That's okay.
Like, you can hear. Never mind. Anyway.
No worries.
Unless he wants to sing something. No.
Well, he may be working, so I don't know what's going on. Yes, hi, Doggo. Doggo is back.
Doggo the Revenge.
Yes. So Tekken 8. It makes me need to get Tekken 7 and Tekken 6 physically. I already have Tekken Tag 2 physically, but it's on the Wii U. Yeah, Tekken 8. Good. They started off strong with Tekken 8. I was really surprised. I was really, really surprised that they were going to start off. They started off throwing bombs, and so I'm like, okay, Tekken 8, that's cool. They're going to tech it. Now they're going to do stuff for VR2, which is what I call the throw-up machine, because, yeah. The Wii U version, a man of culture, of course.
I look like, oh, okay, VR machines. Let me make sure my PlayStation's while these are probably games I'm never going to play in the rest of my life ever.
Well, the problem with me is that, like I say, the first PSVR made me sick. So I almost threw up on the showroom floor. That's how bad it was for me. Now the new one could be better. I don't know. I said, seriously, just remake Dark Forces. Although, if I could, I would actually play this. I'm actually interested in it. Why is the alien from American Dad in here? Is he getting his potato bread? Seriously, his voice showed up.
Why am I thinking now potato bread?
Because potato bread is good.
Oh yeah, I love potato bread, but
in fact, it was a way to make flour bread cheaper, because you just intersperse the potato in the flour. Tales from the Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition. I was unaware there was a regular edition of this.
Let me actually check on while I'm waiting for this to update.
Potato bread is okay, to each their own. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, it's just bread. It's just that you're using potato as part of the thing. I get it. And now, okay, so this is being. I noticed this early on. We're getting a lot of years. We're not getting a lot of dates, but a lot of years for this. You like you a sourdough? Who doesn't like sourdough?
Okay, if Tales from the Galaxy's Edge came out in November 2020 for Oculus Quest and MetaQuest 2.
Oh, okay. So it was Facebook. Only. Okay.
Apparently.
Okay. So apparently Star Wars was able to get away from the iron grasp of Zuckerberg and go into the iron grasp of Ryan. I don't know. We'll see how well it does. But hey, like I say, it's good to see this game. It's good to see games get spread out. Now we're seeing another game that it's D&D, but not. Imagine using this on Critical Role, but I get the feeling they're only using D12s for some of this. I don't know.
For a second, I thought, wait a second. For a second, I thought, wait a second. D&D meets some Warcraft? What the hell?
No, because they're actually using minis and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just that the minis do things occasionally, and I mean, they're doing the stabby and whatnot. It's interesting. It actually does look interesting, and if there's a multiplayer perspective, VR D&D, what? Well, the game is called Demio. I thought it was Demio, but it's Demio, and it's not one D&D or D&D 5e. So VR D&D, they've already thought of that. They're trying to integrate that into D&D Beyond, so to speak. And now, this is the point where I no longer care. This is the point where I no longer care, because I lost my shit. And I'm like, available outside of Japan for the first time, rebuilt from the ground up. I'm thinking they're just using the Dragon engine for something else. And I'm like, Kyo 1867. Oh no, I lost it. It was nothing but oh fucks for 2 lines. Oh fuck.
I can probably imagine that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Kazi.
Yeah. I'm like, I saw that face, and I'm like, oh shit, we're getting it. We're getting
now,
it.
It's the first or the second one?
This is the second one. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's getting the remaster. There it is. Ryoma Kiryu-san. We're fucking getting it. Ishin is here.
What about the first one?
I don't know. You laughed at the Shinsengumi. Well, they're all Shinsengumi, but it's Sakamoto Dio. Oh,
like I said, I never played the Like a Dragon games, even though if you're watching the recording, you can see I have Like a Dragon on my PS4 page, but...
Oh, God. Oh, my. I'm just like, yes, give me this, more of this, more and more of this. Like a Dragon Ishin. So they've dropped Ryuga Gotoku. Well, actually, no, they haven't, because it's called Like a Dragon, which is what Ryuga Gotoku literally stands for. So Ryuga Gotoku Ishin is coming to us February 2023. You know what I'm playing.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. But here's another thing. I don't know if this is kind of like a little break-in, but apparently something's happening this week.
Oh yeah, I know. I'll be up for it at 3 fucking a.m.
What's happening this week now?
There's a Ryuga Gotoku Studio, lack of a better term, direct, happening tonight at 3 in the morning, my time.
With the 6 in the morning for me.
Right. Now, this one will not be live. I will take notes and then immediately go to sleep.
And then I'll be at work. But here's the thing, though. Apparently, something was found online about a rating system on the ratings board.
Well, let's save it for tomorrow then. Because
we're all up and active, and
give you a hint. I'll give you a hint.
You are so breaking up right now.
Okay, sorry. Let's put it this way. Something we didn't think would happen is gonna happen. Let's just say a deal was finally brokered. That's it.
Oh. Interesting. Very interesting word. Let's leave it at that. Thanks for letting me hang, fellas. I think I know what you're talking about, but yeah, oh wow! If that deal was broken,
that's it.
If it's that deal, that's big. That's big. But so is this. Like a Dragon Ishin, I'm assuming is being put on the Dragon engine because it says PS5 and PS4. Remember what I said earlier about PS5, PS4, it should really just be PS5? I still agree with that, but the thing is, Ishin has already been on the PlayStation 4 before. They just upscaled it from the PlayStation 3 edition way back in the day. I'm actually attempting to get my hands on the PS4 version of the original PS4 version of the game. We all don't have a PS5. No, I agree. I get it. I'm just that weirdo. And I understand that. But I am glad this is coming out and getting in the hands of as many people as we can. I will be getting the PS5 version of this game very clearly, although I might get the PS4 version just to have it in the library.
Oh, so you have a PS5. Why get the PS4 version?
I've had a PS5 since launch. I've had a PS5.
And you know what? I think it's actually better if he does just get it. Just get both versions, just so you can. I have it in my collection.
Yeah. No, well, I'm still gonna get the original PS4 version of Ryuga Gotoku Ishin. It also looks like they are not going to use English dubbing, but they may not be done with it yet. They may not be done with it yet. I don't know. But
most of the games set a bomb like pre-production, so who knows?
Well, February 2023, they are far into development.
I honestly think it's going to be. I think they're going to keep it Japanese just because it is based in ancient Japan, like in period Japan. That it just makes sense.
Yeah. Now that's that. Now I am going to say that I'm really glad what they've decided to do with calling it Like a Dragon. It gets rid of the Yakuza thing because that's kind of a weird thing with us. Yakuza games work best when they are in Japanese. Yes, no. I like it better in Japanese, but I'm glad when there is an option so more people can play it if they prefer it that way in English. And honestly, the English isn't that bad. I mean, I've heard the English for Like a Dragon 1 and Judgment and Lost Judgment. It's good. It's good. Do I prefer the Japanese? Yes, but yeah, we are going to get another fictionalized version of Sakamoto Ryoma, who is an actual historical figure. So this will be fun. OG US release of Yakuza was so bad. Yes, it was. We played it here on the stream. Don't I know it? And we're going to be playing this. We're going to be playing this in February 2023. So I guess I won't be playing Octopath 2. No. Totally, Game Master. I totally get what you're saying. I feel the same way. I feel the same way, but I also get it. So the last two lines I had with this: are we getting Kenzan and Dead Souls? and I'm spelling it with two S's because that's just what I'm used to, but at this point, I just stopped caring. So that's so they also advertise the RGG Summit that happens at 7 p.m. Japan Standard Time. For those of us, it says 10 UTC. Problem is they're 16 hours ahead, so I think it's at 3 a.m. for us. It may be at 2 a.m. I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely double check. If it's at 2 a.m., that'd be great because that means I can go to sleep earlier. But yeah, there will be a summit there will be a summit tomorrow morning.
So E3's just been moving to February to
September.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, what's going on right now is they're setting up for the Tokyo Game Show.
Oh, right.
So this is all Tokyo Game Show shit. I mean, technically, it's not during the show itself, but it's prior to it. So this is all prior to TGS.
Plus, we're going to get probably a lot of.
It's one of the reasons why I was like, there's a lot of Japanese stuff on here now. That's why most of the Japanese stuff is because we're that close to GTS. So apparently, we're getting
how short the stay of play was.
Yes, no, it's just they're putting out some stuff. Potterverse, they're showing a Potterverse game, which I guess they're going the survival horror route. I just didn't care. I'm not over Ishin. I do not care. I just do not care. You're going down a ladder. You've got the whole rotating hallway thing. You're fighting marionettes. I don't care. I don't care. I am not over Ishin. We're getting Ishin here in the outside of Japan about fucking time. Hogwarts. This game is called
Max with Tekken.
Max with Tekken, yeah, it's over. Max with Tekken 8, it's over, yeah. So, Portkey Games is doing a game called Hogwarts Legacy. It comes out February 10th, and it will have Live the Unwritten, which means it's not in the books, and there will be an exclusive quest to the PlayStation, which I don't care about. All of this stuff seems to be PlayStation 5 driven. So we'll see what happens.
Well, remember, they're trying to end the PlayStation 4 eventually, so people are
they need to.
PlayStation 5.
They really need to.
They have to.
I thought this was Silent Hill. This is one of two fake outs that happened today for me. I thought honestly, the vibe looked like Silent Hill. I thought this was Silent Hill. Something said, I'm like, what the hell is the Olympic exclusion zone? This really looks like Silent Hill. This really looks like Silent Hill. And I tried to pay attention to some dates in the background. I thought it said 0708 in the background. Here it is. A little further back. Hold on a minute. My cat is bitching over shit. Definitely not Silent Hill. Help yourself. 2208. It's Ghostbusters. And that's the Ecto 2. We're both wrong, actually. I was like, so what is this? A 3D Zombie Driver HD or whatever? Because that's what it reminded me of right here. The guy upgrading the station wagon, adding in armor plating. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. He gets in the car, and the lights flash. And we start going, and we pass by a tree, and all of a sudden we have armor-plated frickin' station wagon. And we're just smashing through things, and you see this power slide here, and I'm like, needs Eurobeat station wagon. Oh, you're home now.
Oh, you can tell.
Yes, because your quality went up. Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. I mean, it at least looks kind of interesting. I don't have an issue with it. I'm glad it's not Silent Hill. We flipped the car here, and it is a game called Pacific Drive, which means this is probably going up the 1 freeway.
Oh, boy.
What's going on? I'm stuck in Big Sur! And that's also coming 2023. Again, another game that does not have... Again, another game that's PS5, and a game that does not have a date, just a year. And then they talk about the loyalty program, and I immediately stopped caring.
Like, okay, loyalty program? Oh, let's go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. That's the most I got from the loyalty program. I saw a loyalty program. Right. I went up to take a piss.
Yeah, I want my platinum retroactive rewards. Thank you very much. It is free to join, and I go, okay, so it's kind of like what Xbox does, because Xbox does the same thing. So does Nintendo. Nintendo does the same thing with the coins, the platinum and gold coins. And oh no, I don't need NFTs. I really don't need NFTs. What the fuck are these digital collectibles? They're being very careful not to call these NFTs.
NFTs is a waste of time, money, and anyone's stupid enough to pay physical money for it.
I just do not care. Just give me the points to use on games. And apparently Asia is getting the rollout first. We're getting it a little later in the coming months, which means it's not coming here until 2023 for me. All of this is real rapid fire. I mean, it's just bam, 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 bam. I have to say, for the most disappointing part of this, I'm glad that they shoved it in the middle. And I took one look at this, and I'm like, is this a weird Zone of the Enders game? Seriously, I thought this was a weird Zone of the Enders game. I'm looking at this, and eventually I'm like, Floating Girl and Big Mech. This isn't bio, and then I spotted something. Let me see if I can get to it real quick. Because they're just kind of walking around here. And then, let me see. AO Crystal. Rare to find one so large. We're just drilling. Multiple heat sources. This type of Ender isn't in the database. And I immediately went, this is a Zone of the Ender game. This is a Zone of the Enders game. It has to be. I was going to make a BioShock joke. Here, but no, that's not what we're doing. I think we've confirmed the... well, hang on a minute, because apparently it is actually not a Zone of the Enders game. This isn't even a Konami game. Here's the second fate. This is the second fake out of today. It's a game called Sin Duality.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what is this?
And someone got zorched. Why are you zorching people? We do not have a Konami game. This is a Bandai Namco game. So I went like, huh? All right.
Okay.
Again, 2023. That's a Bandai Namco game.
Well, Bandai Namco, so they already have experience in this sort of thing.
Well, yeah, but they said Ender. Now, of course, it could be something different, but hey, with what they're referring to. But I mean, that was the second fake out that we had today, and whatever. And then we get Old Man with many parts in him, and I went, wow, this is some weird Fallout Institute shit, but they're all speaking in Japanese, so much like the Direct, there were a lot of Japanese studios here. I think Sony just needs to pull this stuff out since most everyone is mad about the price hike. So
I think so too, but also another thing is, this video also said, wait a minute, and then I looked at some of the symbols, I was like, this doesn't look, wait a minute, those symbols aren't Japanese. And I was like, wait a minute, that's Korean. And
this is are they talking Korean? I didn't think they were.
No, they were speaking in Japanese, but a lot of the symbols I was seeing was not Japanese.
Well, they said Xion, or Zion or whatever. So they're obviously not doing certain things. I mean, this is obviously kind of Matrix-y kind of shit too, but
it was definitely Korean.
Yeah, many people are asleep thing, and of course we have Adam and Eve here. The guy on the right is Adam. And Eve has hair and a sword. And we have uglies made from cars. I can't tell what these things are made of, though. Seriously, I don't know what this is about.
If I have my camera, you have my what the fuck look face right now. If I have my camera on me,
it's a 3D, it's a 3D action thingy,
Yeah,
okay.
I was watching it. I was like, this is interesting. Not sure how to feel.
Yeah, it's just, I was wondering if this was a Final Fantasy when I saw the monsters. I couldn't see that.
I'm like,
and then I went, hello, Gundam Gun.
For a second, I'm thinking, okay, Final Fantasy 16. Like, wait a second, this isn't like
Final Fantasy 16 doesn't look like this. And then I looked at the guy and I said, dude, I think you have a wire addiction.
I would say
it was originally called Project Eve.
It's not Final Fantasy 16, and 14.7.0 is long ways off. So who's the?
It's not even a Square Enix game. It's from a company called Shift Up, which I think is part of Sony's set of bought studios.
Brought studios after.
So yeah, that is definitely Hangul. That's definitely Korean. It is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Once again, 2023.
Yep, I'm on the. I just looked it up. It's definitely Korean.
Yep.
The company Shift Up is definitely Korean. And I'm like, yep.
Shift Up is Korean. Okay. And now I'm like, dude, this is a Sony game. No, it's a Koei Tecmo game. Dude, we already got Ishin. We don't need another one of these. We need Kenzan.
And then I saw, seeing everything else, I'm like going, wait, we already got Neo. And then I'm like, wait, what is this? And I'm like, as it kept going, I'm going, wait, huh?
Team Ninja. I'm like, okay, so this is the Civil War again. So again, this is the Bakamatsu, which is the Civil War from the Tokugawa dynasty into the Meiji era. So it's a game called Rise of the Ronin, and the thing that I got out of it, is that it's a Koei Tecmo Team Ninja game that isn't a Warriors game for once.
Wait. They actually made the game that isn't a Warriors game?
Well, it's not Omega Force. It's not Omega Force, so it can't be. But still, it's a Koei Tecmo game that isn't a Warriors game for once. And here we are with the title Rise of the Ronin, and it's coming 2024, not 2023. Again, 2024. Also, there's a lot of OW in this. It is a PS5 console exclusive 2024. Okay. And here we are with the last bit of the day of this thing. I went, wow, this is quick. I mean, this was barely, 30 minutes?
20 minutes.
It was 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and they got out everything they needed to get out.
I guess compared to Nintendo, which is 40 minutes, and some of this just the layout it's just speeches, yeah.
Well, you also have to remember, Nintendo likes to put out a lot of, some spotlights on the smaller games that, they're saying, hey, these guys are coming to the Nintendo Switch, woo.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sony is more like, here's our headlines, how am I saying?
Yeah, and we're getting a
unless your Microsoft says in 3 hours.
Sony's getting a PlayStation God of War Ragnarok controller. I don't care.
Yeah, I was like, oh, come on, really? And then it's like, I was about to say, you're about to end the show on this. You're gonna end the show, but with the controller. Oh, that shit.
Thank goodness they didn't.
Imagine if they did. It'll literally be the opposite of the Nintendo Direct.
I know.
Strong beginning, weak finish.
So this is PS5. Obviously captured. The story's at least interesting. It still doesn't make me want to play God of War. But I mean, it's at least interesting. It's funny to say that thin guy is supposed to be Odin. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Odin. Not really sure about Odin.
Because we already know that Atreus is Loki, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of been confirmed.
But at the same time, he may not be Loki, but he may be Loki. But, he basically is Loki. And so that's another, father-son kind of thing. And there's our crazy mother who is still mad that we killed her son. Probably rightly so. And then, of course, we get really fucked up versions of the Valhallas, of the Valkyries, excuse me. We're definitely seeing a lot of Kratos kicking ass, which is what you want to see in a God of War trailer. It is.
Well, of course,
of course, everyone wants to see Kratos.
Yeah,
Kratos
remember that shit that Sakurai is doing about teaching people game design?
Yeah,
we're seeing that pause hit shit in full force here. Let me tell you. There's our Kratos. Ow, much ow. I'm glad they aged Atreus.
He now looks like he's an older teenager. It looks like if he was in.
He's 13. He's 13 or 14.
So he looks like
13 or 14.
So he looks like he just started high school.
Yeah, and so I mean, I heard the voice. That voice is like right in the middle of just starting to deepen in the voice. So that
yeah.
And I saw the arrow go by, and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Okay. That'll be very, very interesting. Big jellyfish. That's coming up. There it is. The big jellyfish. They're definitely going epic, and there's the Thor fight. There's the Thor fight that everybody's looking forward to, that everyone got pissed off that Thor looked like the way he did, and I'm like, that doesn't matter. Thor's gonna beat the shit out of you.
Some people don't understand what mythology really is. You only get it just because the only reason people got angry is because of one simple reason. He doesn't look like
he looks fat. He doesn't look.
He doesn't look like Chris Hemsworth.
He doesn't look like Chris Hemsworth. Yes, because that's a Marvel property. The two things I got out of the trailer: that Kratos may not die, and the Valkyries are coming back. Well, because the Valkyries were optional, I think, weren't they, in the original game?
I think they were semi-optional, but I think they were also part of the story.
Right, but I mean, there was a trophy that was required for them if you wanted the trophy, but I don't think they were required in order to beat the game.
I don't think exactly, but I think there was like a point that they were, like they were part of the story, but like one of those things of just wait and they'll be there.
Right. So yeah, side shit. So takeaways from this: there is only one game that I really fucking care about. That's Ishin. Who cares? Everything else I don't care about. My next year is made. February is made for me already. You know, it means I've got some other stuff that I got to work on. In order to finish things that I kind of got to fit in. That could mean a couple of things. But we'll find out more next year. Or not next year, next day. Technically tonight.
Tonight. We're not going to review it until next day.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we have to sleep.
Yeah. And it's an ass crack at the middle of the night.
So the only time I'll be able to see it is probably when I wake up, look at my phone, and be like, oh.
Probably. But like I said, this shit's important. I'm glad that Ishin was a nice teaser. They're probably going to be talking about it for 10 minutes in the studio, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, more than likely just to let people know, here's what's going on to go put this game out.
So yeah, no, it's totally.
I can't believe actually going with Ishin. It's looking kind of weird actually going with that name. I didn't think it would.
Well, they're not only Ishin makes sense. I'm surprised they dropped Yakuza, but it makes sense because it's not Yakuza. So the fact that they went with the literal translation of Ryuga Gotoku and called it Like a Dragon, I'm very pleased with that. It lets more people in on the series. It doesn't sound like a Yakuza thing. This doesn't involve the Yakuza at all. Really, it's all our favorite people playing different roles. That's all it is. And I've already seen Sakamoto Dioma. Didn't you see me play Live Alive?
No, I did actually.
The only game that's I'm currently looking at the wiki page. One game still has not ever hit the shores now. It's just going to be Tenzin.
Right, Tenzin has not hit U.S. shores in some way, shape, or form. But again, that's a PlayStation 3 title.
Yes.
So we need to see whether or not the other two games do come out. Now, I get the feeling that because they are putting Ishin in the Dragon Engine and they did show the PS5 version of the game, we are not going to be getting a remastered collection the way I thought I would have done it.
Yeah,
we're definitely going to get remakes done in the Dragon Engine, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Although Dragon Engine Dead Souls is going to be funny.
I was just about to say that because that's the one thing that came to mind. If they actually made Dead Souls in Dragon Engine and actually made it a good game,
they would have to fix the controls.
I mean,
badly.
Did they not do the same for other games?
They didn't need to fix the controls for the other games.
But here's the thing though, if they do fix Dead Souls to make it actually worth it...
remember, all they did with Dead Souls is they took whatever they were doing with Yakuza and added guns. That's all they did. They did not change the setup to make it make sense with
wait, how did we die?
How did we die?
No, I'm playing Final Fantasy, and for some odd reason, we died in one of the boss fights. Anyway, continue.
No. So this is okay. By the way, someone looked this up. Is it theater rhythm or theat rhythm?
Theat rhythm.
Okay, so the guy was mispronouncing it.
Or could I've always heard theat rhythm. I've always been hearing that.
Let me see if I can go. Oh, my! See if there's Final Fantasy. Let me get to the wiki on this one because we always trust the katakana, which is why it's Cecil and not Cecil. Unfortunately, they do not have the kana available for it. So if it was Theata, that would make sense. But if it's Seattle, then it's just Fiat. But I don't know. I mean, it's just So we've had some things hit. We've had some things hit. I mean, I needed something where I could lose my shit, and I got to lose my shit. There's not too Like a Dragon Ishin was my Pikmin 4 moment. Let me put it that way. No one's gonna laugh at that. No one's gonna laugh at that. Seriously. I thought you were gonna at least say something about that.
Well, here's the thing though. I haven't actually heard anything much about the Nintendo Direct, and the only thing is, the only thing that came to mind when they figured 4 is...
Yes! Yes. Well, let's do a review then for Reid, unless you're actually gonna watch the Direct.
Probably not. I'll probably watch the trailer.
Okay, Cliff Notes version. Fire Emblem, a new Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Engage, with a dragon in it that looks like a cobra. If they don't call the Fell Dragon the Cobra Kai Dragon, it would be a missed opportunity.
I said, like, maybe they brought back Cobra Commander.
And then a lot of the trailers looked really rough. They showed off a lot of third-party stuff. It Takes Two's coming to the Switch. Except it's running at 30 frames a second, and the human models look like ass.
They don't look that bad.
I think it does. I honestly think it does. Compared to the PS4, Xbox One, PC version, it looks like it looks bad. It looks rough. That comes out November 4th. A new Fatal Frame game, Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. That's not what they look like on PlayStation. They look better on PlayStation. What I saw was a polygonal mess for the human characters. For the dolls, they looked kind of fine. They looked better as the dolls. They didn't look as good as humans. Let's see here. They did an expansion pass thing with a new hero that appeared to be very misshapen. I completely forgot that there was an expansion pass. They showed off a SpongeBob game called The Cosmic Shake. I broke at this point because they're making a Fist of the North Star fitness boxing game.
And what the fuck? And I thought, what the fuck?
Yeah, my responses to that were nothing but what, like 20 times. I wasn't over Hokuto no Boxing while they were talking about something called Oddballers, which comes out next year. It's a bunch of mini-game Mario Party stuff that isn't really, connected to a board. Tunic's coming to Switch, and it's moving kind of weird. I mean, Tunic runs at 60 FPS, but it's definitely not running at 60 on the Switch. I think it could be. I don't know. It's supposed to be a good game. That's coming out in a couple of weeks. Kazi is very happy about Front Mission because Front Mission 1 and 2 finally get dates. Well, the first game gets a date. It did not get the HD 2D stuff, but Front Mission first is November 2nd. Is in November. The second game is on 2023, and we are getting Front Mission 3.
So we're getting a redo of 3, huh?
We're getting a redo of 3 as well as 1 and 2. So,
I mean, it makes sense. That's the ones those are the ones that people actually love.
Yeah, and hopefully that means we'll also get Front Mission 4. We can leave Front Mission Evolve out. We don't need that. Story of Seasons of Wonderful Life. There were a lot, as I mentioned.
There's a lot of farm games.
A lot of farm JRPGs. And a lot of petting cows. That's coming in summer. There is a Splatfest that's coming up.
And like I said, I'm picking provisions. I'm sorry, gear.
You're picking gear. Yeah, you're picking gear because that's how you get provisions. I'm going to have to agree with that. Square Enix is presenting Octopath Traveler 2, which means I'll have to play the first game, and it means I'll have to play the fucking mobile game. Will Odeo rear his ugly head? Wait, that's the wrong game. That's coming out February 24th of next year. February's going to be stacked, but it's very clear I will not be playing Octopath Traveler. I will be playing Ishin now that I know what's going on. Something called Fae Farm, which is coming out spring 2023. We're getting the Fiat Rhythm game is coming in February 16th. There will be a super duper premium edition of the game that I will probably get because I want all the fucking songs, and I pretty much guarantee there won't be a physical edition of any of these games. They showed off Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. There will be a gold edition of that. They're remaking Rune Factory 3, and there will be more Rune Factory later on. They showed off some more N64 games, but most of them were sequels. Pilot Wings 64, Mario Party 1, Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, Pokemon Stadium 2, 1080 Snowboarding, and Excitebike 64 were all announced, as well as GoldenEye.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was the one that had me go, excuse me.
Yeah, GoldenEye is coming to the Switch, and it is coming with online. Apparently, the online will be exclusive to the Switch.
Which explains why Nintendo's, which is why Microsoft is crowing about how we have GoldenEye too.
Pretty much. Factorio's coming to the Switch. There is a game called IB that is coming to the Switch that looks like a Markiplier's nightmare. Apparently, that was what somebody else said in the chat a while ago. More stuff for Mario Strikers, which includes Pauline and Diddy Kong. That comes out this month. Atelier Ryza is getting a third game. That's also coming out on the 24th. Wave 3 of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the booster track pack is coming out, but they only showed 2 tracks. They're putting out
everything else.
Yeah, well, one is they're showing off one from Mario Kart Tour and one from the DS. Nintendo Switch Sports is finally getting golf. 21 holes are coming in. I didn't realize there were 21 holes between Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Online play in Survival Golf. Online play, and they're doing a mode called Survival Golf. It's a free update, but they are pushing it back to the holiday, so sometime in December. Then we get Miyamoto talking a lot. I was going to not care. They're talking about the movie and Super Nintendo World coming out in the States at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Like I said, hey, we got 3 good video games. Let's get the Mario movie a chance.
Well, I mean, Sonic was apparently really good too, so...
Like I said, 3 good video game movies.
3 good movies.
Both
so Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and what?
Detective Pikachu.
So, wait, Pikmin, they're talking about Pikmin Bloom. They talked about Pikmin Bloom for a bit, the AR game, on mobile devices. And I put in a whole bunch of lines that were going to make fun of things, but I decided against it. Pikmin 4 has been announced. And it's been announced for next year.
And good.
Yeah. No, I'm leaving it at that. I'm just leaving it that. So as I say, Like a Dragon Ishin was my Pikmin 4 moment. I get it. I really can't visualize now because also they've made a T-shirt for Pikmin 4. Or for Pikmin in general, it is being sold at the New York store as well as online through the Nintendo shop. Hopefully there's some more Pikmin Deluxe. Then it's just more rapid fire stuff, more Just Dance 2023. Harvestella, yet another farm sim JRPG, but it comes out November 4th. They're pushing Bayonetta 3, which comes out October 28th. Some game called Master Detective Archives Raincode, which is put out by the people that did Danganronpa. Resident Evil 8
is... This time you don't have to kill lots of little kids die.
You never know. All we know is that we're making decisions on minecarts. Resident Evil 8 is coming to the Switch, but it's a cloud version along with RE7 Gold, Re2 and Re3 All four of those Resident Evils are coming as cloud versions. Don't care. More rapid fire. Switch is getting Sifu running at 30 FPS. Prices, they talked about Crisis Core, December 13th. Holy shit, we're getting Radiant Silvergun. It's out today. A game called Endless Dungeon, which comes out next year. People are going to want me to play Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Symphonia, and Tales of Symphonia. Comes out next year. Update on that, the game is $40. Physically speaking, it is $40. That's actually pretty good. I like the pricing for that. Let's see here. Life is Strange, the Arcadia Bay collection is coming out. That's coming out soon. A Romance and Saga game is coming out called Minstrel Song Remastered. Lego Brick Tales, Disney Speedstorm, which we already saw this. Season 2 of Fall Guys. A remake of Kirby Return to Dreamland. From the Wii, the deluxe version is coming out on the Switch. Yep, Return to Dreamland Deluxe is on the Switch. Coming out February 24th. No surrender. So there will be online play, there will be local 4-player, and you can do 4 Kirby's if you want, as well as 4 different characters. 30th anniversary, and they ended on Breath of the Wild 2.
AKA, what is it, Tears of the Kingdom?
And we have a new subtitle, Tears of the Kingdom. We have a new subtitle, Tears of the Kingdom. So, that comes out May 12th.
And everybody their grandmother's going to try to play it.
Have you seen... No, I haven't seen it because they didn't announce Metroid. The bastards. Have I... Psychotic Zero a little late to the party. We just got through the state of play. He just got home. Yes,
we just got through the state of play and a recap of the
and a recap of the Nintendo Direct. A very quick recap of the Nintendo Direct. Yeah, we did get through that. Yes, we are getting Ishin. Where's Bloodborne Kart and Bloodborne 2 and 3? Yeah, no, we've gotten. Whew, we're getting a lot. Like I say, there's definitely more for me from Sony side of things than Nintendo's side of things. So is this basically Kiwami Ishin? I don't know if it's going to be Kiwami Ishin because Ishin was already stacked as it was. Kiwami needs to be kind of done for Kenzan. They need to add stuff to that. With that said, yes, it is Kiwami Ishin in terms of graphic overhaul. This is all done on the Dragon Engine. I am betting this is coming to PC as well. I am betting it's going to Xbox as well. I am betting it's not going to the Switch as well.
No faith in the Switch.
Have you seen the games? I don't know if they could. Have you seen what the games look like? I don't know if they could probably even run on Switch.
Well, the earlier games, the remasters probably could. They probably won't run at 60, but they probably could.
Yeah. Now,
Yakuza 1 and 2 HD were on the Wii U, and they are the worst versions of the game. If you're talking about Yakuza in its regular form, in terms of Yakuza 1 and 2, particularly for speedruns, it's PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, and then a very distant third Wii U. It's that bad. And that's kind of what soured them on Nintendo, because it didn't sell at all. I'm surprised I got my I'm surprised I got my stuff for for $50. But no, I'm like I say, Ishin was my pick and for moment. Tekken 8, fantastic. I'm interested in a Tekken game again.
Yeah, this is pretty much
Tekken was.
This is pretty much the end of the Mishima saga. You already killed Heihachi.
But we said that the last 4 times.
True. Now, here's the thing, though, that has to happen. They have to confirm this. Will it have rollback netcode?
Oh, I'm sure it'll have rollback netcode.
That's true, because even Dragon Ball Fighter C, when they say, oh, by the way, there's no more updates after Lab Core 17, but we have rollback netcode.
I pretty much guarantee that's going to be rollback. Namco isn't stupid. We already saw Max's stuff about rollback and updates and stuff like that. There's no way in hell it's not going to have rollback.
It's pretty much going to be industry standard at this point.
The only thing I'm waiting for now at this point is Virtua Fighter 6.
Yeah,
if Devil Jin isn't in 8, I'm going to scream. Well, first off, Devil Jin is not in 3. It's just Jin. Secondly, Devil Jin's in 8. We already saw the trailer, and yeah, he's Jin's in there. Jin and Kazi were beating the shit out of each other. We know. We know he's in there.
Yeah, and other news, Wars 5. The Mishimas are against each other. In other news, Warriors wet.
The sky is blue is what it is. Oh gosh. But yeah, no. As I like to say, Kazi was definitely right. Kazi was totally right. It's as long as there's a game that's interesting for people, it's okay. For me, State of Play got my attention more. And that's just because of one game. And it wasn't God of War and it wasn't Tekken 8.
That is State of Play was at 8 o'clock. At 10 o'clock in the morning for me?
Yeah, it was at 7 a.m. for me. And I had to get up at 5.
8 a.m. right here.
And I had to get up at 5 a.m. to take my dad to the airport. So,
I
know.
Yeah, I probably should warn you. Most airport traffic is a nightmare.
Well, yeah, I know.
Joke.
Well,
especially LA traffic.
Yeah, the away traffic was worse than the going in traffic. It was fucking weird.
Which makes no sense.
There's a school. There's about 3 schools down the block from where I live. You don't travel through those areas between the hours of 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock on school days.
Pretty much. The same thing was 7 to 9, basically.
Yeah. Your 5-minute trip will turn into a 30-minute trip. I know because I actually been there in my car.
Well, the other thing about that is, remember, I had to drive to LAX.
Just as bad as Newark, so that doesn't make a difference to me.
And in between my house and LAX is downtown Los Angeles.
Ah! Never mind then.
I forgot about that, Will. I'm so sorry.
At least I could avoid the mall before going to report back while I used to work there.
Psychotic Zero is now watching the trailer for Like a Dragon Ishin. I mean, I already know what's going on for the most part. I mean, in terms of like gameplay and what have you. They don't need to change much. They just need to Dragon Engine it, and we're good. You don't need much else, you know?
Just improve on the areas that feel like it needs improvement.
Exactly.
Like, don't overhaul anything, just make it work. Now again, like we said, if they do Dead Souls, oh boy.
Yeah. But yeah, there's our own personal wins, but there's games in there that are interesting. Exactly. You know, like I say, God of War wasn't the game that was going to get my attention. A game that's part of a series that's still niche. You have my attention.
Well, that's also one thing for me. Like there's a game series that is on Kickstarter, which I still have to go get on there. That 2 game series are coming out from the people who made Wild Arms and Shadowlands, and I'm like,
I play all Disgaea games, and the only one that I was mostly disappointed in is 6. I might buy 7 anyway.
Hey, you never know. It could be good. It might not be good. But we have Tokyo Game Show this weekend. Yep, we definitely have Tokyo Game Show this weekend. But like I said,
there might be more announcements during that we don't know about.
Fuck that tribalism BS. Well,
yeah.
But it's fun to rate presentations. I mean, remember, every fucking one of these shows is always going to be subjective in terms of this stuff. I'm not going to say because obviously you know my opinion about this stuff. It's just, you know, this is just fun and seeing stuff happen. You know, I don't care. Who cares?
All right. So I guess we'll close out with this while I run around my guild headquarters, because I didn't know how loud I set the for the court for the stream. So hopefully everything got picked up and don't hear the battle out of the go-to, so that's why I'm not in combat right now.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm out of combat right now, and I didn't know we were dying several times as well. Anyway, what green game you want during the Tokyo Game Show this weekend?
I already got it.
Besides Ishin.
I don't care. I already got it. I'm done. You don't need to announce anything else this weekend. I'm done. Seriously, I don't care. Nintendo had some good stuff with Octopath. I'm like, hey, get me play Octopath 1 and maybe do this. I'm done. It's over. Like a Dragon Ishin. I don't need anything else. Now, if what Reid says is true, we're going to get some more heavy hitters over the next couple of years. But Ishin? That's all I need. We got it. I'm done. I'm happy. I don't need anything else.
Okay, so these are 3 games I know will never come. Well, 2 games will never come out ever, and 1 game maybe will come out. And that's all. And this all from Capcom. Legends 3, which of course will never come out. Breath of Fire 7, which I don't know what the hell the Breath of Fire is right now.
Breath of Fire 6. You don't talk about that first.
I know, but it counts it. I know, but the number of entries, so I have to actually count it. As much as I hate it, until Capcom disqualifies it, I have to count it. Unless they say Breath of Fire 6, the thing we call Breath of Fire 6 is now Breath of Fire Mobile. Here's the actual Breath of Fire 6 coming up. Then I will literally do somersaults in the street no matter how bad in shape I am.
That will be his Pikmin 4 moment.
And a new Mega Man game, Mega Man X8, Mega Man X9, or Mega Man 12.
And I guess Reid doesn't have a game that he wants to see, but I think part of it is
there
because
is a game,
but I
don't know if it's ever going to happen.
Right, you're kind of keeping your mouth shut about this particular one so far.
Because who knows how long it takes before Capcom and Marvel team up again.
Probably never.
And
you never know. You never know. Because Marvel's
with Disney and Marvel bleeding properties, it's a possibility.
Disney and Marvel seem pretty gung-ho about making games. You never know. But anyway,
First chances are the next game's going to be Capcom versus SNK.
Hey, I'm as long as they don't fuck over SNK. I'm all
when
for
they
it.
ever fucked over SNK?
You mean Capcom versus SNK 1 and Capcom versus SNK 2? Where they made absolutely no money on the game?
I honestly feel like if they do make another one, it should work because I feel like they have both of them that they're hiring now.
So SNK versus Capcom.
Well,
SNK 3, yeah.
Well,
or SVC. SVC 3.
Max went into this already. That remember, these aren't the people that made the people at Capcom and the people at SNK are not the people that made Capcom versus SNK and Capcom versus SNK 2. They are different people that grew up playing Capcom versus SNK. A lot of the people that played the fighting games back then are making them now, and that's why a lot of the fighting games are getting really good. Because they have that perspective. Because they have that perspective. So a lot of the people are a lot more buddy-buddy with each other than they used to be. So them kind of getting together and doing stuff and making a collaboration like SNK versus Capcom or Capcom versus SNK or whatever you want to say, it's a lot more plausible now. I mean, we got Tekken costumes in Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown.
Like Akuma is literally part of the Tekken storyline.
Yeah, Akuma is literally part of the Tekken storyline. Geese is in the game. Noctis is in the game.
And also another quick little point, if I might interject. King of Fighters has been selling like gangbusters. They've been making more money since ever. So if they're going to do it, now's a good time to do it.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, 14 sold really well. 15 sold well. The new Sam Show sold well.
And probably part of my money, some of my money is going to, and part of it is some of my money to own all three of them.
Pretty much.
I mean, hell, you could look at back when was the update. You see the King of Fighters 15 logo sitting there while Endwalker was updating.
And I still need to get KOF 15.
Yeah, we still have to have a match. Then got pissed at to pay for Kim.
Well, you got to pay for everything. That's just kind of how those games work.
Yeah, but Kim's been King of Fighters forever. Now I have to pay for
Kim. Yeah, Kim should have been in the game. I'm still waiting on. I was surprised the other day when there was a sale on the PlayStation Store, and I found out that King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition was on PlayStation.
You didn't know that?
No, Final Edition and okay, Ultimate Match I knew about. Ultimate Match is just a PlayStation 2 game wrapped in a PlayStation 4. It's just a PlayStation 2 game. That's all it is. This is Final Edition, which was the game that was put out on Steam. So that game it's gonna run natively on x86. It's not gonna be like Arcade Archive shit, or a PS2 game on on a PS4 wrapper.
One more game, and no, it's not going to be a Tokyo Game Show for obvious reasons. Why I'm saying this: Team Fortress 3.
There you go. Then it'll be the first time that Valve ever counted 3.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be having the Capcom issue from 1982 forward.
If they count every single Street Fighter, it would be up to Street Fighter 15, 16 by now.
So, all right.
I don't know.
So
are we counting the EX plus Alpha games with that?
Sure.
So in that case, it will be Street Fighter 20.
I mean, I have all 3. I'm still amazed I got Street Fighter EX2 Plus as cheap as I did. But I had to buy it in pieces. Like I got the instruction manual, the disc, and the back all kind of like separate. And then basically I just got a new CD jewel case. So I now have a complete in-box, semi-refurbed EX2 Plus.
Maybe I should look for a dual case for freaking Brave Fetch Musashi. Since obviously I have the physical game, I just need a dual, the actual.
Well, that depends. Do you just need the instruction booklet and
instruction booklet and dual case.
Instruction booklet in the case, or do you want the double case that also comes with the whatchamacallit?
The Final Fantasy VIII demo?
The Final Fantasy disc, yeah. The disc, yeah.
It will say something.
What?
I sent you a link, kind of a confirmation to what we were talking about earlier.
Oh, directly?
Yeah, it's actually in the room. You'll see it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that I figured. It's coming up for everything but Switch. Yeah.
Yep, it's confirmed.
Yeah. Everything but Switch. Yeah, totally. I get that. We're back on Ishin again.
That's your game. Until further news, that's your game of the week, isn't it?
That's a surprise. I did not expect that to be remade. As I said, PS5, PS4, which we saw, Xbox Series systems, Xbox One, Windows. I think it's funny how it says Windows and Steam, which means that Ishin is going to the Windows Store on Windows 10 and 11.
I'll be right back real quick. I need to.
I am going to wait for these games to show up on EGS for shits and giggles. And by the way, yes, I am stalling at 5 o'clock. We are going to end the stream, but not end the stream normally. I'm going to take a very long break because I will be taking Jack for a walk. And I don't want to lose the time on this, so after this is done, I'll be taking a very long break to walk Jack, and then we'll be getting back to Final Fantasy VI. And then we will continue that for a while. I was kind of hoping to play FF6, but I was having fun kind of doing this stuff, so yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, plus I'm like, dude, if I keep talking, I'm just going to get distracted here and there, and I don't need the distractions. Too many distractions.
It happens, man.
It happens. But I am so surprised with that. that was a game. That was the game I didn't expect, and there we go. Thank you, Sega. Thank you, Sega, for that, because that was a game. That was a game that a lot of people, and it's good that they went with Ishin. I don't think you would have gotten over as well with Kenzan, because if you did Kenzan, you would have to do Ishin at the same time. As kind of a dual pack, or like I say, as a period piece kind of thing with Dead Souls. Starting with Ishin is good because it means that they're putting in a lot of effort into making sure that we're getting the best possible presentation for the game. It just sucks that PS4 owners will only get 30 frames a second. Same thing with Xbox One owners. So it will be interesting to see what happens if I unplug the Xbox Series X from the internet, because I do want to see if it will run natively, because I don't know if you've seen the thing from Modern Vintage Gamer about how certain games will not play on the Xbox Series X unless it's on the online because of the smart delivery stuff.
Oh, right.
So basically, you're only getting one version of the game on the disc. So, like, Capcom Fighting Collection will not run on the Xbox without it being smart delivered.
Really?
Yeah, because it's an Xbox One game.
Oh gosh.
Halo 5, same problem. Halo Master Chief Collection, same problem. Halo Infinite, I have yet to check, but apparently Halo Infinite will not install either.
And somehow I'm not surprised.
But Judgment, it'll work, because that was an Xbox Series game only. I also did get. I just recently got Dragon Quest 11S on the Xbox because it was like $19. They were clearancing them out. So I have yet to get the PlayStation 4 version of 11S on the PS4, but man, I'm just not over Ishin. What the fuck? You know, that's the game. That's the game.
You are just enamored with the Shinsengumi.
Sure. I am enamored with Kazuma Kiryu, being a part of the Shinsengumi.
Being part of pardon criminals to get rid of criminals.
Pretty much.
You think I'm joking?
I know you're not joking. That's kind of the history of it, if I recall.
It is. Now, here's a question.
Yeah.
Now that they did this, could they possibly make another one, but use, let's say they use Ichiban? Could that work?
That depends on what period of history they'd want to explore. And I think they've already done all they want with that.
True.
So it's like, They could do it, but I don't think they have the
resources.
Oh, they have the resources. It's just more about
the story.
Yes.
Good point.
They don't have the story for it.
Yeah, plus we've only known these characters for just one game, so there's the other thing right there.
Mm-hmm. And remember, like I say, this is a period piece. Much like Titanic, we kind of know the end of the movie.
It's just how we get there is what makes it interesting.
Right.
Speaking of which, like when they, like with Crisis Core, it's like everyone's kind of going, "Oh, this is gonna be nice. We all know I can't play this game. Oh wait, no, the ending. Oh no."
I'm like, we know how the game's going to end.
It's just everything in between.
Right. And what are they going to add? And that's fine.
Yeah, because I'm like, I do want to see what they're going to add.
And they did say that Crisis Core is going to have the original ending, despite how they changed the ending from Final Fantasy VII.
I think.
Well, they haven't. Well, they can't change. Well, they haven't changed the ending from Final Fantasy VII yet because they haven't completed the game yet.
No, I meant.
I know what he means. And I'll be honest to say this. It still irks me to this point where it's like, I know what you mean. It's already done, but I'm just like, makes me feel like I want to slap you for saying that, Will. Oh man. However, I'm okay with this. I can't wait to see what happens. One thing that is a little interesting, a lot of people find a little bit of an odd choice, is that they're using the new cast, not the old cast, to do the voicing.
That makes sense.
Mostly they're saying that just for continuity's sake, and same for the sword. It's not going to be the old one with the gold inlays. It's not going to be the one that we saw in Remake. So it's more about just trying to keep continuity, and I think that actually makes sense.
That makes sense. Plus, who knows if the old cast is still working for Square or not?
They said they still are, but it's more like on other projects that are not mainlined.
Oh, interesting.
What?
I was wrong. It is not Dragon Engine.
It's not?
It's Unreal Engine 4.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What?
It's Unreal Engine 4. What is Kenny Omega doing to my RGG Studio thing?
Wait. So you mean to tell me that... What?
Now, mind you, seeing wrestlers in RGG Studio games is not anything new.
No, I'm talking more about the engine.
Oh, yeah, Unreal Engine 4. Yeah, apparently it's Unreal Engine 4. RGG Studio confirmed a couple of things with that, so...
Does that mean Like a Dragon 2 is also going to be on Unreal?
I doubt it.
Alright, so Xbox retrieved the Tekken 8 trailer, so I assume it's going to come up with that as well.
I'm going to go check on the Twitters about that very quickly. Just do a check here.
Oh gosh, they're doing a funny little thing where they're dropping a whole bunch of Nancy Chans on the Shinsengumi.
Let's look up Harada. See if Harada has anything here.
Yeah, watch the RGG Summit. Yeah, what is Kenny Omega doing in my RGG Summit thing? He doesn't need to be there.
You should be looking for a new job after this Sunday.
Okay, I see nothing from Harada, so more than likely it is. Just based on the fact that Xbox retweeted it.
What, that Tekken 8's going to Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I totally.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So anyway, this is. I'm checking on a couple things. Okay, the blog on the PlayStation talks about it. Let's see here. Ishin. I have to. Okay, yeah. Ishin is the first title from RGG Studio to be built on Unreal Engine 4. So I'm surprised they're not using Dragon Engine for this.
Do you think they're probably using Ishin as a testbed to see if possibly they might be doing that for the next main line?
I doubt it, because Sega really likes their Dragon Engine shit. What it tells me is that the Dragon Engine is going... Because they're going to be using Dragon Engine for shit going forward. It's obvious that it worked. It's obvious that it worked well. but they can't put the Dragon Engine on everything because if they do, they're going to be spreading out the resources too thin. So what this tells me is that if they are going in any other directions with a lot of the other games, with a lot of the older games, it's not going to be Dragon Engine, it's going to be UE4. And that's
could they modify it? But could they modify it in a way to make it to say like Dragon Engine 2?
No, because it would still be UE4.
True.
I think that if they were going to do Dragon Engine stuff, that's going to be Ryuga Gotoku 8. That's going to be other stuff going forward that they want to push in the future. This is the past. Like a Dragon is fine. Or Like a Dragon Ishin, rather, is fine. I have to specify now because there's Yakuza Like a Dragon. God damn it, game!
Okay, Like a Dragon and Yakuza Like a Dragon and Ishin Like a Dragon.
Well, here's the thing. Okay? The games in Japan are not called Yakuza. All of them, in some way, shape, or form, in terms of the stuff involving Kiryu, or Ichiban, or the period pieces, are all called Ryuga Gotoku, which is literally translated like a dragon. Okay? So, you wonder why we get confused when when Ichiban comes out, when Ichiban's first game comes in, and that's called Ryuga Gotoku 7, but when we get it because it's not really what Yakuza 7 would have been anyway, it's called Yakuza Like a Dragon. Which means to me, it's called Ryuga Gotoku 7 Ryuga Gotoku. Okay? Now, also, with that said, they changed the names of a couple of other things as well. So for me, that means if they do Kenzan, it's going to be Like a Dragon Kenzan. Okay? But Dead Souls will still be Yakuza Dead Souls, because that's still a Yakuza game, and that still involves the characters from the Kiryu saga of games. I'm going to say it more specifically, the Kiryu saga of games. This is a different direction than I thought they were going to. Seriously, it's a very different direction. And using UE4 is like, all right.
I feel like we need to just get like an idea of what they're planning to do. Like, is this going to be the new thing going forward, or is it just a test?
Like I say, I think we're going to get some of those answers from the RGG Summit.
Yeah, so we'll wait to see what they say, because that's really where we're going to get the answers from the horse's mouth is this a new way going forward, or is this a test, or is this for certain projects that are going to use this engine? Right.
Like I say, I think that RE4, UE4, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 4 is going to be used for, anyway, UE4, I think is going to be used for projects that are going to be, basically in the past. It's not going to be used for stuff for future stuff. If they want to get future stuff going, they're going to be using Dragon Engine or whatever iteration of the Dragon Engine they're going to do. If they're going to past titles, they'll probably use Unreal Engine 4.
Now, here's an interesting question to ask. I know it's been Sega. Did they say Sonic Frontier is that a UE4 engine, or is that a Dragon engine?
That is so not Dragon Engine.
Even if they tried, it'd be interesting.
I doubt it. I doubt it's using
I'll check real quick.
Dragon Engine. Chaos open world, Sonic Force, blah, 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 blah. It is a 3D platformer, open world, conception, design. I don't see anything about what engine that they're using.
Engines either. Yeah.
But considering this is Sonic Team, I would assume either they're going to use something like UE4, or they're going to use something that's specific to Sonic. I don't think Sonic Team wants Ryuga Gotoku's DNA in Sonic Frontiers.
Too much involved.
Well, Sonic and Yakuza are just two completely diametrically opposed franchises.
I know that, but I thought that, just like Capcom, they like to reuse the engine and a lot of other projects.
I was like, even the target audience is different. One's obviously made for kids, and one's obviously made for adults.
I mean, like I say, one is a series that is beloved by a lot of people, that brings in an audience and gets more people every time, but it reminds us of the halcyon days. And the other game is Sonic. So,
oh, come on! The two Sonic movies did bring back some relevance to Sonic.
I think so.
Now, if they can actually make a good Sonic video game, that will be icing the cake.
Like I say, and the other game is Sonic. The series is Sonic.
I think I read once that they should just stop. Sonic should just stop making Sonic games and have Sonic be an exclusive movie property. That's how little faith people have in Sonic right now.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I know.
I don't think that's going to happen. And who knows? Frontiers might actually be good. I don't really care. But they're trying to bring back Sonic Adventure. Basically, they're trying to bring back Sonic
Adventure. You know how many people will go nuts if they have a 4K remake of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 for like the PS5.
Yeah, but you need something new. Otherwise, people are only going to play the Sonic parts and not care about the rest.
Yeah, but you have to play the rest to get to Super Sonic.
Yeah, but that means you end up with a game that nobody's going to like for 80% of the game.
Oh, people actually like the Tails and Knuckles parts. People tolerate the Amy part, and then there's Big.
I'm like, and then so there's Sonic Adventure 2, where Knuckles and Rouge have to dig for shit. And you have no idea where anything is. Because fuck RNG manipulation.
Of course, let's not forget the other reason fans would want a Sonic Adventure 2.
Shadow.
Well, what they want is Sonic Adventure 3, but unless you're talking about other reasons that people would want Sonic Adventure 2, but we won't get into those here.
Nope.
We'll try to keep the stream says my YouTube channel PG. Well, PG to extent. Often with cursing D&D, but.
Well, also the other thing is that I don't know if they could possibly even do it simply because what if it just passes Prime? Is there a possibility to recapture that magic of it?
Well, we don't know. In the meantime, I'm going to stare at this picture of a tiger trying to eat a person in the middle of Edo, Japan. well, no, this wouldn't be Edo, would it? But still, because we like our tigers and our bears.
Tigers, lions, and bears. Oh my!
Yes, but you can't use the solution of Taiga Saejima and punch the bear in the face.
That's an interesting question. Is that even in the world of Yakuza, could there actually have been someone with a lion, and could that even work? Or is like the mythology just not there enough for that to happen?
A lion?
Yeah. Because some people like to say, why not?
I guess. But Okay, so we've got it confirmed. 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Yuga Gotoku Studio thing, which will not be streamed on this channel.
And
because
there's a chance IGN isn't covering it, so everything you say is going to be a surprise to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, same here. I'll probably just see it first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm. So, folks, what I am going to do now is I'm going to put this on an extended break so I can, because my dog is looking at me like, oh, you know what you're doing, right? Yeah. He's like, I know what's going to happen soon, right? And now he's leaning into me like, you're going to do the thing now, right? So as you guys get to see Jack crumple into my stomach, all 20 pounds of sinew and muscle, because that's the way I raised him. He is a heavy, dense dog. He's a heavy and dense dog, but he is a good dog. He's the bestest dog in the whole wildest world. So I'm going to leave you all on a break. I hope y'all had fun with our bullshitting here, because that's really what that was. It was a lot of bullshitting.
For those who are watching my recording, so you have to watch like half of it being a PlayStation low screen, and more than half of it being me getting my ass kicked in a boss fight. But hopefully you'll enjoy it, and next time we'll have the volume fixed.
One more thing.
Go ahead, because we're about to hit.
You can go ahead and kill the thing if you want.
All right.
Octopath Traveler